about how he overcame cocaine addictions. I overcame poverty. Alex ran from Africa to here.
Look at that. I was off the... Okay. Right, thank you very much for watching. We are Avalanche Marketing. We were founded by me, Josh Bardsley, just over a year ago now. We initially started off as a very simple social media, it started off me working with one action coach, my dad. He needed help with social media and it worked, so then more came, it expanded from there, and then Liam joined us and it's then these two. So here we are about a year and a half later. We now work in over 20 industries. Our products have expanded massively. Our product now doesn't resemble our product then at all, in the slightest. It's evolved massively. So
still is growing and developing.
Evolving. We're launching 2 or 3 new products in the next few months. So this sort of video is really, the whole point of this really is going to be to give you insight into what we're learning, what we're talking about, and the work we're doing, and all the marketing stuff that's going to be out there. So Liam, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Josh came to me and told me about the business idea. I immediately fell in love with the format and thought that I could bring my expertise to the table. And I feel that I've helped it flourish and blossom along with the help and good souls of my fellow companions and colleagues, who I would now call friends.
That was beautiful. That was utterly beautiful.
He doesn't know what we call him though.
As you can probably tell, Liam is our content man. He likes to improve
King
stuff.
of Waffle.
King of Waffle, yeah, I like that. Rose next.
I met Josh at a trade show in Swansea, and I actually thought that they were a much bigger company than they were, just from the way that they acted and the way that they came across. And so when me and Josh started talking about it later, and he said, come along to a meeting and we can talk about if you want to join the team or not, I thought, wow, I didn't even know what I was really getting myself in for, but I thought it was so much bigger than it was, and it is growing into that slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. We've got to make sure we get the nail on the head there.
I'm Jacob, by the way, as well.
Yeah, Jacob.
I forgot that bit.
Last but not least, I'm Alex. I met Josh about a year ago, rather fittingly over social media. He invited me to go down to a seminar in Bristol. It was a social media-based, marketing-based seminar, and at that point, it kind of clicked. And yeah, we got on well, and then I was invited into the business and have been there ever since. I'd like to think I'm doing quite a good job, so hopefully I'll be staying.
Some good work, yeah.
What seminar was that?
Brad Sugar's one.
Was that a social media one?
No, it was marketing, but it was stuff about social media and things. It was about a year ago.
Christ, I thought we were cutting the man down.
Was that Webbing?
Yeah, it was the first of Webbing. Yeah, it was good. It was a good seminar. It's brochure as well. So a little bit more about our product. Our main product, the one that we actually do to all the industries, one of our clients currently, is. Would you say is it a LinkedIn product? Because I swear most of it's on LinkedIn anyway.
It's social media, but I would say our main platform.
Well, it depends on the client, but yeah, at the moment,
80% of our clients are B2B, so we tend to work a lot of them on LinkedIn, and we sort of developed a system whereby we would build a large database of connections through something that we could call the big 3, social media, prospects and strategic alliances. And through that, and focusing on how we can get to those people, we can then build a big database, connect them, talk to them, and eventually turn them into leads and clients. And it's become very, very effective. All the standard social media stuff, i.e. blogging and posting and liking and getting all the the fluffy, egotistical stuff, is still there. But we tend to focus a little bit more on the personal and how we can actually generate leads, and that's what differentiates us from everyone else.
Yeah, a lot of the time we found that Facebook and Twitter isn't the most effective as a lead generation strategy. A lot of businesses want to have it as part of their thing because they're told they should have it. And although we do that, we're fully aware that it's not often the best way, and we try to
do it. Yeah, we do it because people want it, and it is good. We have it.
It can definitely have its strengths, and there's some businesses where it suits it more. At the moment, with our current clientele, LinkedIn is the way that we're seeing incredible results, and there's no reason to change that.
I think with the new involvement, the Facebook advertising is obviously evolving. I think that with that, one of our newest products is actually an online advertising product. So we're going to be working a lot more with Facebook and Twitter, I think, and a lot of LinkedIn advertising, because obviously we're going to need to. LinkedIn advertising is very effective, but Facebook is good for advertising because you can get to your target market. Although it's very broad and it looks cost effective because you're going to get lots of hits for it, but the actual hits that you're going to get not necessarily going to be perfect. Whereas on LinkedIn, if you're actually going after them by person, you can be a lot more effective. So.
And the conversion rate from a lead that is found from LinkedIn is going to be much higher than the conversion rate that you might get from Facebook. The other thing which I think differentiates us from other online marketing sites is that we actually do it as a first-person online marketing, which means we're going to take over the personal profile of clients, and then using that, we'll be able to offer their service to their leads who they want to offer it to, which I've not seen other online marketing sites doing.
No, there are a few, but I think that how personal we actually go and how we really take over their business personality and think using our own entrepreneurial head, and we're all entrepreneurs in our own rights. Liam has his entrepreneurial stuff, don't you, Liam? And Jacob, you have done your own. We did a product. We actually went to Canada. We went to live with Terry Matthews for a month, which is an incredible experience because of the startup competition we won, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Alex
does
all sorts.
I won. You came second.
Yeah, second.
Yeah. Just in case we were. That bit can't be cut out, though, boy.
Yeah, true. Yes.
Yeah, and I'd agree. I think that's something that can really, that we're not necessarily just marketers. We're entrepreneurs working in marketing, and with that we bring a different flair to how we go about what we do, and that is something that I feel that makes us stand apart from the competition. I think that's something that I love being. We're all in some respect entrepreneurs. We've all done previous things, and we're all currently doing other things, and that is something that is standing out, and that's awesome. That's
one of the things that I've noticed, because doing a marketing degree wouldn't necessarily mean that you understand the different bits.
Work.
Yeah, and there's
so much. I think there's so many people. I do business, and there's people say, "Oh, great, you're on the way to be a businessman." Why? I think no. What I'm doing outside of my degree is making me on the way to be a businessman. What I learn in there is so paper and theory based. I don't think it's the outside world. I think that what we're doing now and stuff we've done in the past is what makes us better marketers than anything we can learn.
I think so too. I'd like to think we add value in using those skills. It's like for companies like if it's not going to, if LinkedIn's going to be a driver in a campaign, then we'll use LinkedIn. But if we need things on the side, then we'll do that too. So, for example, with one of our clients, GWS, we built them we put together for them a big brochure of all their products, and then built a database of garden designers of who their target market was, connected to 280 of them, asked them if they wanted this brochure, and then set up the full email accounts and emailed them the brochure. So, there's a lot. It's a lot. That a normal marketing company wouldn't do that because their marketing hats on.
Yeah.
But ones that have got much more entrepreneurial.
You can see that we do add value massively just from the amount of revenue that we've generated for the different companies that we've which is all on the Avalanche marketing website.
Yeah, and it's all. Our goal is 500,000 by the end of next year, and we're probably well on the way to doing that. We're almost at 100 grand now, which is just awesome. And that is ROI for the clients. And again, we say we can guarantee ROI if they stay with us for a year, and I think that I still believe 100% we can.
We've not missed one yet.
No, we have not, and we do have clients that are doing this for over a year, which is very, very cool.
Once you've got a return on investment for 1 year, why would you not stay for another?
Yeah, because if it returns investment, then it's perpetual, isn't it? Because why not? If you put in $1,000 and you get $2 back, then how many times are you going to do that?
It doesn't matter how much you're spending when you know that it's guaranteed to come back.
100%.
So the real point of this video is it's more of an introductory one, so there's probably going to be a lot more about us in this in a bit. The following videos will probably be less about us and more about things we've done, or explaining marketing strategies we found, or discussing things that are relevant to marketing in the news right now. But really, we want to be talking to you about our experiences, some of the strategies that we're using with our clients, some of the interesting things we've come across in the last, say it's a weekly video, interesting things we come across in the last week and how we think that we can pull things from those and utilise them in our work, and you can utilise them in your work. Maybe it's going to be the newest software that's come out to help marketers. Marketers, put that one in. Yeah. So Jacob thinks you should call the Avalanche Marketeers. I've heard Marketeers before.
I'm already calling us Avalanche Marketeers. It doesn't really matter what we say.
Yeah.